Does the depression ever actually go away?
Yeah. It's like the weather, it doesn't rain 100% of the time.
With a good therapist, and the right combo of meds, which can change over time, you can achieve a state of mostly good days. Everyone experiences intermittent depression. It's when it becomes chronic that intervention is needed. As cheesy as it sounds, keep a diary/journal of your emotional state, check it for patterns, discuss with your therapist. Try to get into some group therapy sessions if possible, it can help to talk with people who are going through it. Volunteering for something you find fulfilling, like walking dogs for your local shelter, is helpful for some people, knowing that they're putting some small good into the world. I wish you great success in your journey. Sincerely, some random that's at about 70% good days.
It did for me. I started antidepressants and did a few changes in my life, and now I feel like a completely different person. I don't feel at all like I did when I was depressed. I feel normal now.
Depends. A bit of it is luck, whether you are looking for help, whether there's some resource out there to help you, etc. And, of course, not everyone's journey is the same. You chatting about it on Reddit? That's part of you seeking out that luck to fight against that feeling. All those replies? Those lucky stars that hopefully lands right and, when the moments come, might help. Or they might not. I get you. I know that same feeling, I got the same thing on my end. Just remember that it's hard to light a candle, and easy to curse the dark instead. There's nothing wrong with the latter, of course. A bit of darkness is comforting, you can get some rest with it. Once you are ready for light again, try again.
Lighting a candle takes a bit of fumbling around to find the candle, the match, the wick to set a flame, etc., but you'll eventually find your light. It might not last. It might last your entire lifetime thereafter. Who knows? And well, I think that's part of the fun in life. Good. Well, luck, out there. And may you find your lucky stars. I haven't slept in a while, so I am not very coherent. I apologize.
I don't think so. I think the best you can hope for is to learn to manage the bad times better. I'm in my mid-30s and I am currently struggling. If it wouldn't be for the fact that I have to cook for my family, I would probably just survive on bread and water. I have to move and I have to do things, because suicide is just not an option and I can't just check out. The thing that drives me forward is that the people around me don't deserve to miss out on things because I lack motivation. So even though planning a birthday party is a monumental, exhausting task, it needs to be done because my kid deserves it, for example. I am lucky enough that my partner understands this and I do get a few days of just existing after a major exhausting event, for me.
Sometimes I have good day and good periods, but the darkness and the pain always returns. The world is a comedy to those who think and a tragedy to those who feel. If you have clinical depression, the best solution, according to clinical studies, is mushrooms. They have shown a very high success rate after one dose of mushrooms. Look up Johns Hopkins psychedelic research. On a side note, I know 3 people who took mushrooms and it cured their depression. It's been 3 to 5 years and they have never had a relapse. My solution for completely doing away with depression. 1. Talk therapy to get me into a better headspace. Point 2. Zoloft to chemically change my brain patterns. Point 3. Divorce. To remove the most toxic person in my life. Point 4. Atheism. To remove the most toxic essence in my life. The source of anxiety. Am I doing right? Am I good enough? Am I going to heaven in the end? So depression doesn't just go away, it's a mental health sickness for lack of better wording. However, you can learn how to manage your depression better and figure things that help you manage your emotions when you are going through an episode. It doa, but it comes back occasionally. With medication it is not as strong as before. Yes, The feelings you're having go away. Then suddenly it's like rain clouds are gone and the sun is shining and the sky is blue. And you'll wonder why you ever felt that way. The only times I've had this badly in my life were due to these. 1. There was a root cause, something in my life that was depressing me and I wanted to change it. It didn't go away until I changed it. 2. Baby blues after giving birth, which is hormonal. So it seems root cause issue. Or hormones. If this is what's causing your depression, these are fixable things. My friend, best of luck. From my experience with it, it doesn't go, but you learn to live with it. It does go away. It can briefly come back if the circumstances are right. Or, in this case, wrong. But if it does, you are better equipped to deal with it than before. Have you gone to a doctor or otherwise psychiatrist? I'm not sure how old you are, but it sounds like early to mid-20s. I am now in my late 40s and it took me several years to figure out what helps and what doesn't. For me, I wish I had understood that consistent, moderate cardiovascular exercise really helps. I also have to be careful not to drink alcohol too many days in a row, or I get a nasty lead bones style depression going. I use cannabis moderately, and I also take a supplement called lithium orotate. I was skeptical about that one, but it helps me. Getting good sleep and sticking to a routine helps. You might need something pharmaceutical on top of whatever else you try. There are no guarantees, but it's possible to improve your body's chemistry through trial and error. Best of luck. I did a training, as an holistic doctor because my mother died early and I wanted to know what's going on with me and the world I am living in. I had a rough past from 19 to my 32 years I am here on earth. Till now, and from time to time it comes and gets me again. The depression. But you know what? That's okay. Because I know nothing is forever, and as an advice I can tell you, if you really want that your depression goes away, take responsibility for yourself. Not this man up bees. But take care of yourself no matter what. It is change, and yes, change is sometimes difficult. Or some are afraid of it. New steps or changes are for many and sometimes for myself difficult. Because we are conditioned, and change your conditioning also. Depression in some terms takes time. Sometimes more, sometimes less, depends on yourself. There is no pill or a god who come and take your pain away. But you can. Start small, do little steps, try something new, never mind what. If it's painting, listening to new music, reading, or going into topics you never tried before. Because things you never tried is something new. And new can be good because your conditioned mind cannot comprehend what is going on at that moment. Your mind will maybe get excited and get filled with new energy if you do something new. Also good is go outside if you can, go into woods and breathe. I am absolute serious. Take a deep breath or two. And take a moment and just be. Breathing means make yourself space, and in the woods there is no one who can judge you. Maybe you cognitive conditioned mind, but when you breathe and use your senses you will have some moments of freedom and space. Sorry for the long text. But that's one of my few experiences what depression is and how to deal with yourself and your mind. Love to you whoever reads this. You are alive, try to live, there is many to explore inside and outside.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. TooAfraidToAsk is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.